Hello again, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Cogeco North Bay News, truly local television. I'm Greg Esterbrooks. Well, the fight to get a fired nurse her job back came to the front door of Nipissing MPP Vic Fedeli's constituency office on Main Street on Thursday. North Bay Regional Health Centre RPN Sue McIntyre was fired in January for speaking out about worker safety at a conference. Now the unions are speaking out.
That all Sue was doing was telling the truth about her work environment, about the truth that's happening in healthcare, particularly at the North Bay Hospital, a hospital that has suffered cuts across the board over and over again.
I think from a common sense perspective, from people in the community, they know that we, all of us in a democratic society, get to speak up and speak our mind. All Sue McIntyre did was tell the truth about what is happening in her workplace, about what she has experienced and her members have experienced as people who care for people in this community. And to be terminated for doing that is just wrong.
Is money enough? Will throwing money at the situation solve it?
Look, money is definitely part of it, but it is not just about money. It is also about the management of the hospital. Look, we've got a P3 hospital where it's clear, it should be clear to the people in the community based on all the cuts that the focus there is to take profit and to put it into the hands of the people who built the hospital instead of providing services. So yes, money is an important part, but the way we manage the hospital, the way that they focus on patient care, and the way they focus on the safety of the workers who are providing that care, all of these things have to be addressed.
1 in 2 nurses will be attacked this year in Ontario in acute care.
Well, we're trying to draw attention to the firing of Sue McIntyre for speaking up about the subject of violence, and we're trying to make it a bigger and bigger issue. And so it's great to see Mr. Fedeli come out in support, and we're hoping that, as time goes on and as pressure builds, the hospital is going to reconsider the decision that it made to fire Sue McIntyre, and we can stop having these demonstrations.
Because of the decrease in staff and the environment that especially psychiatric nurses work in, there's risk. There's always risk. And there's always the ultimate of surprise. You can't go to work with any preconceived ideas on how your day's going to go, because it's all about the patients.
So what will Nipissing MPP Vic Fedeli do about the McIntyre firing?
I can tell you that next week I will be returning to Queen's Park on Tuesday, and I'll be calling for an expedited review of the pending grievance. I want to get this in front of an arbitrator as quickly as possible. Again, the underlying problem here is all about the cuts at the hospital. On the pre-budget consultations, we toured all of Ontario. We heard the word violence 30 times in these 5 cities, and it was always from healthcare workers and the correctional facilities workers. So it's obviously happening, and we want to shine a light on this in front of the government.
North Bay Regional Health Centre President and CEO Paul Heinrich was asked at a different media event today if he's been made out to be the villain in all this.
There is a certain degree of personalization that I am noticing. However, I speak on behalf of an organization that behaves incredibly responsibly, an organization that complies with legislation, an organization that cares about its employees and staff. And we just need to let the appropriate processes run their course before we make judgments